Encouraged, yes.
Okay.
But obviously, you knew when you brought in my good friend, Tyson Chandler, the champion.
You know what? He's a good man.
He's a great man.
He's one of the best people I've ever interacted with.
Oh, no doubt about it. Somewhat of a troll under a bridge here the last 3 or 4 years, right? Since he left Dallas. But you bring him in, obviously you bring in a winner. And in the clutch moments, which the Lakers have struggled in, Tyson Chandler was out there on the court, came up with a big contested three-point shot of Derrick Rose, and they solidified the victory. Big front court depth is what they've been lacking. JaVale McGee has been playing outstanding this season.
Unbelievable.
Unbelievable, right? Could be most improved player, defensive player of the year, whatever. But their biggest problem was when they subbed him off the floor, you had to bring in LeBron and play him at the 5, sometimes the 4, or Kuzma at the 5. Undersized, no deterrent to the offense, and they would just attack them in the paint. So now you bring in Tyson Chandler. He solidifies that depth. He gives them added leadership, and he is a champion.
I agree. And Skip and I, we talked about this earlier. I wouldn't go impressive because they still gave up 110 points. They gave up 67 points in the first half. That's not good. But I agree with you with Tyson Chandler, and that's what they need because when they go JaVale, now you get somebody that can help you rebound. Those 2 offensive rebounders were crucial because they gave you 2 more opportunities. Although they only cashed on 1 of them, it gave you an extra possession, and that's what they need. And plus, they gave him a big body to bang with Karl Anthony Towns because Towns is too big for LeBron. He's too big for Kuzma, and he's too big for Williams, the kid that was on the 2-way that they sent him back down. But now you got another big body. JaVale McGee is a help defender. He's not an on-ball defender. He's not an Anthony Davis. Anthony Davis can D you up on the ball. He's looking to help somebody misses assignment or their guy gets to the rim. He's going to come try and pin it to the backboard. So I love the move. I didn't like the shots that LeBron took, those 2 long threes. I believe he can get a better shot than 30-foot threes. I believe he can.
He can.
I could be wrong.
Early on in that game, though, did you see LeBron attacking?
You see him rise up, Skip?
You see him rise up?
Skip, do you? Hey, I told you. That's another 2.
I told you.
No, that vibranium.
That's what
Did you see him rise up, Skip? Way above the rim.
So what happened in the last minute of the game when you had the basketball in your hands twice with a chance to just slam the door?
9 points.
What are you doing?
The door got stuck.
The door got stuck. I don't know. It just drives me crazy. Listen, bottom line from last night, I saw flashes of maybe not greatness, but goodness. I saw a good basketball team. I saw a second half where they held them to 43 points, 21 in the third and 22 in the fourth. If you could do that every night, boy, you'd be at the top, right?
Well, the other thing you have to add is you had 4 players with 20 points. I mean, when's the last time that happened?
Well, when's the last time the Los Angeles Lakers made 15 three-point shots because they needed them to offset the franchise record 20 that the Wolves made last night on the road at Staples?
No doubt, and that's what our game has transcended to. You have to be able to take and make threes.
You just have
to have a chance.
Okay, so this team is going to go as far as the king can carry this team. Last night, I saw flashes of complete and utter dominance. To your point, nobody can attack the basket. Nobody can freight train the way LeBron still can. In year 16, he is still man among boys on a basketball court. When he decides, there's nobody who can keep, I don't know, maybe Tyson Chandler could if you reverse roles. But my point is, Karl Anthony couldn't keep him from the rim. So why wouldn't, in the end, he's got 2 chances. They're up 1 point with 46.2 seconds left. He's got the ball in the wing. Just go. Now, again, is he a great late-game free throw shooter? He is not. Is that like his Achilles heel? Well, just take them. Just go take them because maybe you can make 1 of them, make him 2 of them. And I told Shannon early in the show, the shot that I like that he is starting to perfect later in his career is sort of a Michael Jordan memorial turnaround jump shot. And once you take whoever's guarding, Andrew Wiggins. Yeah, okay, it's Wiggins. I think I had him most of the time. Whoever's on him, sometimes Jimmy Butler, but whoever it is, just take them in the lane and just turn around and rise up over them and shoot that 8-foot, 10-foot fall away. I trust that shot more than a 3-point shot. He's got off to a bad start from 3. I'm sure he will slowly but surely tick up, but he came into the game 28.8% from 3. Well, that's not the shot that you want to slam the door with. And then he had it right, but thanks to Tyson Chandler, he got another shot at 15.2 seconds, thanks to a back tap from Tyson Chandler. And he bricked another shot from deep 3. You just can't do it. Well, you can't do it. You got to close it. You got to take it in the lane. You got to make something happen. That's not your forte.
No.
right?
It's not, but it's definitely a shot that he can't make.
Every once in a while.
This is where my guy Tyson Chandler comes in.
Okay.
Hey, big fella. We're going to need you to drive that to the basket.
With Tyson?
He's going to tell you that.
Okay.
100%.
Hey,
that's strong there.
Do you remember the game that he tied it up at the Spurs?
Yeah.
That three-point shot?
Right. Yeah,
so he's well capable of making that shot.
Then what happened?
No, see, Skip.
Well, wait a second. Wait, you just swept it under your little carpet over there.
No, but you make it seem like he can't make that shot.
Okay, so it goes to overtime, and then they're up 6 with a minute left in overtime, and they can't hold the lead, and they lose.
Right.
Okay? He lost.
No.
He's the king.
Hey, you see what he did?
He's the closer. He's got to be the closer.
But he closed last night. He had 9 points.
Yep.
In the fourth quarter.
So, Jason Terry, then I got to take your man Tyson Chandler and my man Tyson Chandler to task because I got to tell you, on the last shot of the game by Derrick Rose, he just hacked him across the hand. He just got him, and it was very interesting that Derrick Rose said, you want to see it? Can we show it again?
I have to run that again. I don't know if
he got him.
Hand is part of the ball.
Here, watch. He goes across and he slapped him.
Oh,
he slapped him.
He got a piece of the ball.
He slapped his
Let me
hand.
ask you a question. If Steph Curry shooting that shot, they calling it?
They are calling that foul.
So Derrick Rose said after the game, they aren't going to give me that call.
No,
this is Derrick Rose, the former MVP, who lost his superstar privilege with the refs over the last 4 years.
Former MVP.
Former MVP.
Way former.
Way former. But
Not
you know what?
Get that call in that situation in L.A.
Right.
In L.A.
He is starting to resemble the MVP.
Yeah, better.
Am I right?
I'm so happy for that kid, man. You know what? All the perseverance, the adversity that he's been through his last 3 or 4 years, the injuries, the people, the naysayers, the social media trolls telling me he would never
He did leave and not tell nobody where he was going, Jason.
Well, it looks like that's what he needed to do.
No.
Mentally, to get that sanity.
You can tell your boss, you just can't leave work. And they're looking for you. You say, well, I won't be.
So Skip never checked out on y'all and we'll get it together?
No.
Not
He ain't take no day. I took 1 day.
I need to know that.
And then he called me. He called me. I take 1 day in 2.5 years. I took 1 day.
Just one.
Everything okay? I like, Skip, I took 1 day. Not a month.
He's disqualified. He took a day
off.
1
day.
1 day.
Sorry, you're out.
We work 240 days a year. I get 1 in 2.5 years. Is everything okay?
Yeah.
Now that you're on the team, you realize no days off.
No days off. At least I'm going to check with somebody. Before I need to go to somebody.
I mean,
Derrick Rose is a career 29% three-point shooter, and he's taught himself a stroke.
Well, it's confidence. It's confidence. It's being comfortable with your surroundings. Tibbs has done a wonderful job of just reinstilling that confidence in him. Go be you. Be the best you can be, and you've seen what it's done for him. The kid is hitting threes like Steph Curry out there.
46% of
and he's still driving the ball. He's still getting to the rim.
Finishing strong. Did he get some vibranium?
He may have.
I don't know what he keep it going.
Remember, when he wrecked his knee, he lost all faith in his legs.
Yeah.
And then one thing led to another injury, and people question his mental toughness. I didn't know what.
Now, Minnesota still has some issues. My question to you fellas is, Teague is out. When he comes back, is Derrick Rose your starting point guard?
Yeah. Teague ain't getting that job back?
No.
Teague ain't getting that job back.
Teague is a little better distributor than Derrick is. I always thought Derrick was more of a 2 than a 1. That's just me. But he did win the MVP, so is it possible you can play both of them?
Well, the thing was, once he wrecked his knee, he was mainly a drive the ball to the basket, pull up, shoot the little floater. Well, you don't have your legs, you can't do that. And he didn't have the outside shot. Now he can still get to the rim and he can make that shot. He might be more. He's still a young man. I mean, he's been in the league 10 years.
30.
Yeah.
Barely
so
30.
he's still a very young man. But, man, he looked impressive. I mean, shooting the three, I'm like, dude, when did the Timberwolves get Steph Curry?
Right. he's tough.
And what's your view of Jimmy Butler versus Karl Anthony Towns? Because when Jimmy's ready to play and steps on the court, Karl Anthony just shrinks. Like, I don't want to be out here anymore.
Yeah. You can tell the chemistry is not quite there. I'm not in the locker room. I don't know. I don't have any information privy that tells me those two are disgruntled. But you can see it. They just don't get along. They fail to coexist. And Karl Anthony's numbers, if you look at them, they are
Well, you don't have to be there because you heard the reports that he challenged everybody in the preseason.
Yeah.
You. It was reported last year that he called Karl Anthony Towns an anatomy part. Yeah. So, and then it come out, I said,
sort of.
Oh, so when you look at it,
yeah,
somebody's got to just go ahead, Skip. Yeah. It's not going to get better. Jimmy wants out or he wants the money that you gave Cat. You can't be in the luxury tax for the 7th or the 8th seed. It doesn't make sense.
No. And you don't have the veterans in the locker room to police or control that situation. And it is just going to continue to spiral. They'll win one, they'll win two, but Derrick Rose has to get 50 for us to win one game. That's a hard living in this league, especially in the Western Conference.
Karl-Anthony Towns went from being the man, now he has to share the spotlight because it was him and Wiggins. Now Jimmy comes. Jimmy, I'm the man.
What, 2 years in a row, Karl-Anthony won the GM poll for who you'd like to start your
build a franchise with. Right.
Really?
So he's like, going to that, and I got to share the shots with you. And then Andrew.
Didn't we just vote? We need a recount. Yeah, because, I mean, you got to be tougher than that.
We saw him in the playoffs last year.
Yeah.
Getting about 6 points, 7 points a game.
Yeah, you got to be a little tougher than that, mentally and physically.
Well, Minnesota has to figure it out.
I just don't like it.
You would have saw that massacre.
They got to figure it out.
Yeah, they got to figure it out.
Minnesota.
Oh, I forgot you went to see the Wolves. You didn't go to see the Lakers.
Yeah, I was.
Oh, okay.
The one person.
That's the one building you can get away with cheering for the visiting team, and nobody's going to bother you.
It was basically
me
and 3 of us, so it made sense. All right, they'll figure it out.